Tiny House Prepper.
Financial wisdom through the ages. In order to get out of debt, and especially to stay out of debt, we must change our paradigm. We must change the way we think about how we use debt, which can be especially difficult when we live in a society where credit card use is the norm and the economy is driven by consumer credit spending. Let's look at the quotes of some wise men down through the ages to see what they have to say about the use of debt. But think what you do when you run into debt. You give to another power over your liberty. If you cannot pay on time, you will be ashamed to see your creditor. You will be in fear when you speak to him. You will make poor, pitiful, sneaking excuses, and by degrees come to lose your veracity and sink into base, downright lying. Poor Richard's Almanac, Benjamin Franklin, 1732. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant or slave to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. King Solomon, 956 BC. A penny saved is a penny earned. Benjamin Franklin. Neither a borrower nor lender be, for a loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. William Shakespeare, Hamlet, Act 1. In the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil, but a foolish man devours all he has. Proverbs 21:20. By using credit, many people are devouring more than they have and saving nothing for a rainy day. He who goes on borrowing goes on sorrowing. Anonymous. Acquaintance. A person we know well enough to borrow from, but not well enough to lend to. Ambrose Bierce. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a big ship. Benjamin Franklin. Interest paid on credit is a small leak that is not as small as you think it is. Owe no man anything except the continuing debt of love. Romans 13:8. The Apostle Paul, 58 AD. Credit is positioned like a foundation of life, so that we use it and we use it until we literally cannot survive without it. It's just like drugs. There's no better analogy, my friend. It gives you quick pleasure with long-term pain. Short-term gain, long-term pain. Credit does you no good. Debt-free and prosperous living. John Commuta, 1991. I place economy among the first and most important virtues, and public debt as the greatest of the dangers to be feared. Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson feared public debt, i.e., a federal deficit. Debt, whether public or private, is very dangerous and should be feared. You will lend to many nations, but will borrow from none. Deuteronomy 28:12b. Life was simpler before credit cards. You didn't have to wait until the end of the month to find out how poor you were. Anonymous. This is cute, but it's very true. Research has shown that most people spend more money with credit cards than they would with cash, and they usually don't know until they get to the statement at the end of the month how much money they've actually spent. I'm living so far beyond my income that we may almost be said to be living apart. Hector Monroe. Poverty is not dishonorable in itself, but only when it comes from idleness, intemperance, extravagance, and folly. Plutarch, ancient Greek philosopher. If your outgo exceeds your income, your upkeep will be your downfall. Don Poor. Take care of your pennies, and your dollars will take care of themselves. Anonymous. Discipline begets abundance. Abundance, unless we use the utmost care, destroys discipline. Anonymous. The best way to realize the pleasure of feeling rich is to live in a smaller house than your means would entitle you to have. Edward Clark. The creditor hath a better memory than the debtor. James Howell. There's always free cheese in the mousetrap. Buy now, pay later looks oh so enticing. If you think nobody cares if you're alive, try missing a couple of car payments. Earl Wilson. Some of these quotes were found in the All-American Quote Book by Michael Reagan and Bob Phillips, Harvest House Publishers. Thanks for watching. And please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. It really helps us out. Thank you.